This aluminum geodesic dome is a distinctive landmark on the CU Boulder campus. Underneath, a 65-foot diameter projection screen, the largest between Chicago and Los Angeles. Since opening its doors to the public on September 19, 1975, Fiske Planetarium has been a popular destination for students and the public. Now it's about to undergo some major changes. Welcome to this special edition of CU Science Update and to Fiske Planetarium. It is here where dozens of star shows about supernovae and black holes were originally produced. Some even for international distribution to other planetariums.
It's also the place to see laser shows, set to timeless classics like Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
And it's a teaching tool for astronomy classes and other CU departments and student groups.
Fiske Planetarium began with a $1.13 million donation from Wallace Franz Fiske from the class of 1917. A quarter of it went to the music department, but the rest of it was donated to build and equip a planetarium for the University of Colorado.
James Sharp, an engineer at Strassenberg Planetarium in Rochester, New York, was hired to oversee the building design. He set up slide projectors, special effects projectors, and the sound system.
The first major purchase was a Zeiss Mark 6 star projector, which was ordered in 1971, delivered in 1973, and installed in 1975.
But the times, they are a-changin'. Nearly 4 decades later, technological inventions and improvements seem to be coming out almost every week. Breakthroughs in high-definition video led to the realization that Fiske Planetarium was falling behind.
And becoming obsolete. To keep up with the times, Fiske will need to do some serious revamping. A daunting and expensive task.
But thanks to the commitment of its staff and the university, this jewel of CU Boulder's campus is going digital.
Audiences will be surrounded with the sharpest clarity, producing images as good as the human eye can see.
And although the stars never seem to change, the star projector itself, a point of pride for Fiske Planetarium, will need to be replaced.
Rising like a mechanical monster from the depths of its lair, 2 tons of pure German engineering, a towering dumbbell known as the Zeiss Mark 6. But to friends, he's called Fritz, the heart and soul of Fiske Planetarium. Running on a series of gears and knobs, Fritz is an astronomical icon, capable of projecting over 6,000 stars on the dome. In a word, spectacular.
Fritz is very affectionate to a lot of us. He's been here since 1975. I've known Fritz since 1990.
For nearly 40 years, Fritz has dazzled, educated, and captured the hearts of many. But today's digital technology has made Fritz obsolete. Now the time has come to say goodbye to an old friend.
I'm sad in a way that we won't get to use the knobs, so it is that touch feeling of you moving a knob and seeing something big happening.
Fritz will be dismantled, piece by piece, a task better known by mechanics as retirement.
So people say, well, did he die? No, we just tell people, and the kids, no, it's the retirement party. So maybe we can put a box in here, like contribute to Fritz 401k retirement plan or something like that.
I asked Fritz how he felt about the change.
I know this is a very difficult time for you, Fritz, but what are your thoughts on retirement?
A man of few words. And realizing you can't just talk to a star projector and expect an easy answer, it's perhaps better to just reminisce about the good old days.
One of my favorite things that I did in every show that I did for kids is keeping Fritz down in the pit. So when kids come in, they see just the pit, but they see nothing. And then as the lights are turning down, I bring the projector up. And you should see the faces of the kids right in front when they see this giant thing just in front of them, staring at them and moving it up and down. They scream, sometimes they laugh, and sometimes we lose a few, so we have to go out and get them back into the theater. So no, it's not going to eat you, it's not going to do anything bad, it's just a star projector, it's a machine.
The reason I'm pretty passionate about Fritz is because I did not understand celestial mechanics at all. I mean, like from a book or from somebody trying to teach it, it was very difficult. So when I came here and saw Fritz in action for the first time, it was awesome because I could see how the stars were supposed to be anywhere from planet Earth, the equator, the North and South Pole. And so all of a sudden, the lights came on and I got a much better, it was like, wow, like a rush almost. Wow, this is amazing.
For those Fritz fans out there, they can soon rejoice to see their favorite star projector reassembled in the Fiske lobby, his new, and hopefully permanent, home. Although Fritz will be sorely missed in this dome, his legacy will go on. For CU Science Update, I'm Katie Cross.
Since the dawn of civilization, we have gazed at the night sky in wonder. The telescope made it possible to see further, but even more sophisticated tools have been invented.
Like radio telescopes, orbiting telescopes like the Hubble, and planetariums, to help us know more about our intergalactic neighborhood.
Fritz was an amazing instrument, helping us explore the night sky.
But as we bid adieu to Fritz, we welcome a new high-definition planetarium experience, where we learn that the vastness of the universe can sometimes be seen in small packages.
Nothing awakens curiosity quite like outer space. Humankind is always finding new ways to explore our cosmic neighborhood. And Fiske Planetarium is no different. Beloved starball Fritz has been showing visitors our universe for decades, but every era must come to an end.
Fritz has retired, and Fritz has been replaced by a brand new projector that, believe it or not, is 50 times smaller. The new projector looks a lot like R2-D2.
Megastar packs quite a punch in a small package. While Fritz was only able to project 6,000 stars, Megastar is capable of displaying over 20 million stars.
In fact, it is so vivid that you could take out a small pair of binoculars and look through them indoors, and you can see thousands and thousands, millions of stars out there in the Milky Way.
But the upgrade is about more than just stars. Megastar works seamlessly with SkyScan, a digital projection system that turns the planetarium dome into a world of adventure.
So what's particularly exciting is that in addition to the new star projector, the new R2-D2, we're going to have the highest resolution and biggest video projection unsurpassed any place on planet Earth, and only matched in the United States in Chicago and New York City. So we can show you the sky, of course, we can fly you through the galaxies, we can zoom past a black hole, but we could also take you through the Grand Canyon. We could take you under the ocean.
SkyScan installed the original analog projection system at Fiske more than 40 years ago. The process to produce a show has greatly changed over the years. Now, SkyScan Digital Sky 2 software will allow Fiske to thrill visitors with fully immersive video experiences.
This is a system that allows us to treat the inner surface of the planetarium dome as one giant video screen with about 8,000 pixels from edge to edge. This lets us construct movies that, rather than occupying a little rectangular frame in the front of your field of view, actually fill the entire dome.
You can't create this kind of experience with just any old video equipment. It takes remarkable cameras to keep up with this system.
So we're going to buy our own our own lenses, 4K by 4K. Our dome is 8K by 8K, shooting 30 or sometimes in the future maybe 60 frames a second. holy cow, that's one hell of a video.
Along with the planetarium's digital upgrades comes a completely new way to create immersive shows. No more squinting at slides, cutting them up, and arranging them onto light boards. No more noisy slide projectors lining the dome walls. Now, the tools are more digital.
We use After Effects to do compositing of images onto one another. We use Adobe Premiere and Apple Final Cut Pro to edit video in sequence. Sometimes we'll often flip back and forth between these. For generating computer-generated content, though, we've begun using a program called Cinema 4D, which is a 3D geometry, texturing, and an animation engine. We rotate new animators into the studio as part of our internship program. They'll be able to pick up the software relatively easily and rapidly.
Interns are an essential part of the production process. No one's getting coffee or making copies at this internship.
Some of the very most creative and best film students on campus are working in the back room right now, practicing for the day that our theater opens, animating things and adapting film to this new 360-degree format.
Gearing up for this fall's grand reopening, Team Fiske is working hard to perfect their digital debut. The video will be about our cosmic origins.
We're currently working on a project called the Cosmic Origin Spectrograph, which is a device that's currently installed on the Hubble Space Telescope. This is a spectrograph that spreads the light from the most distant objects that we can see out, so we can take a kind of peer into the very earliest portion of the universe's history.
Intern Carson McDonough is currently discovering that producing a planetarium show is no easy task.
And looking at this picture of mission control and modeling every single thing I see in it, which, you know, a lot of it you don't think about when you watch a Pixar movie or anything like that, just how many different aspects are in that scene.
Come fall 2013, the sky's no longer the limits at Fiske Planetarium. For CU Science Update, I'm Emily Johnson.
After nearly 40 years, it's coming. The wheels of progress at Fiske Planetarium have turned.
Say goodbye to the old slide machines and hello, digital.
Fiske promises a unique viewing experience, one that will be amazing and ignite the imaginations of students.
It will be a truly immersive experience, taking us almost anywhere in the universe.
Since the earliest known depictions of the sky in an Egyptian tomb, planetariums have come a long way. Flash forward 3,500 years to the early 20th century, and the Zeiss Company's planetarium projectors started showing the sky in Sweden, Belgium, Holland, and later in the United States. The first planetarium on a university campus opened in 1949 on the North Carolina at Chapel Hill campus. And in 1963, the first planetarium in the nation to feature a 360-degree projector was built on the University of Nevada, Reno campus. But it wasn't until the 1980s when planetariums started using digital projectors and full dome video, which made for some unique immersive experiences.
It's a powerful word to say immersive, because it means you're sort of within it, you're a part of it, you're not removed from that experience. I would say when you watch a movie at 29th Street or a local theater, that screen is well in front of you and you as the audience are removed from it.
The immersive experience goes back to museum exhibits. Viewers are integrated into a three-dimensional reconstructive world. Movies, like Jurassic Park 3D, have tried to create the feeling of being immersed in the film's environment, but in Fiske, there is a difference.
We will not be showing 3D that requires glasses in here, but what it will be is very three-dimensional in the fact that it's immersive. It's surrounding you.
Instead of objects jumping out in 3D, like in the flat-screen cinema, the experience at Fiske will be like you're flying. This is made possible by projecting high-resolution video on all sides of the dome and using special lenses.
Use circular fisheye lenses or 3D and 360-degree cameras in order to capture all of that footage. We have to animate over the course of a whole dome.
The renovations will include 6 new projectors with a resolution of 8,000 dots per inch. With that kind of resolution, Images on the dome will look like the most amazing 35mm photographs ever taken. And to support these new images, the projection screen will be replaced. So even the smallest stars, projected by Megastar, won't pass through the holes in the screen. Thanks to Megastar, the immersive experience can be taken to a whole new level. You heard it before, binoculars can be used to stargaze under the dome. You can see the night sky as you would outside under a clear night in Boulder, or in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. But these new capabilities are not just for astronomy students. An experience that will bring to the dome any place you can imagine. You could be anywhere on Earth, or on the surface of Mars, or flying through the spiral arms of a neighboring galaxy, or floating in the ocean surrounded by jellyfish, or getting caught in the updraft of a thunderstorm, or even in the Orion Nebula. The possibilities are almost as limitless as the universe itself. Planetariums have come a long way since painting the night sky on a cave ceiling. Perhaps one day the immersive experience will be no different than the holodeck on the Starship Enterprise, taking you where you have never gone before. Signing off, I'm Alex Galassi with CU Science Update.
The digital experience at Fiske will revolutionize the way that we experience the cosmos.
Moving from analog to digital surpasses mere entertainment.
The high-resolution technology that Megastar provides can take us to places we've never even been before, except in our dreams.
This technology, giving the full dome immersive experience, has huge implications for the classroom.
This will transform how we teach astronomy.
Jack Burns is a professor of astronomy at CU. He's also director for LUNAR, the Lunar University Network for Astrophysics Research. And he says the renovations at Fiske will enhance the way science is taught.
And it allows you to go beyond just what's in the text in your reading and provide a new kind of visualization that I think will assist the learning process.
Visuals are an extremely powerful teaching tool because they can take us to places that books and text never could. Visuals also help teach difficult to understand concepts. Even non-science students can learn complex concepts in a more comprehensible way. Relying on only two-dimensional tools can really limit students' learning.
Definitely, it'd be easier to connect the ideas. I mean, when you're just seeing something on a PowerPoint or just reading in a book, it's kind of one thing, but when you see it, it kind of, the different aspects of everything puts it together, so I think it would definitely help to see it all.
The new technology at Fiske Planetarium can really bring a textbook to life. No longer will students' learning be confined to models and blurry photographs. They can actually go to places that they hear about in lecture.
They're just learning about the Earth and the Moon system and the Sun. The nice thing is, previously we could only show that perspective from Earth. Well, why not fly to the Moon and show just how far that distance is? Then fly to the Sun and really get a sense of how far the three of them are from each other.
And by traveling to these places, students are better able to understand the intricate concepts that surround them.
Understand why we never see the far side of the Moon. And so all those little things that you would have to tell them or show them static pictures of, we can dynamically show them. And so they get a sense that the universe and the solar system is not a static place.
This new technology will extend past the CU campus's boundaries. Fiske will reopen to the community, inspiring generations to come. CU Science Update visited Superior Elementary School to ask young scientists what they hope to see at Fiske. We told students that with the new technology, they'd be able to see almost anything they wanted. So we let their creativity fly.
I drew the closest black hole to our galaxy and Earth, and I drew an unstable dwarf where it's like a dwarf star mixing with a red giant.
I'm still working on the rock here and the ice because I studied Saturn earlier in the year.
Their curiosity wasn't only limited to outer space.
The human brain, because I think it's really cool how it controls the entire body. Well, I actually have the actual brain and then the veins and the blood vessels in it, the brainstem and your spinal cord.
Another fourth grader was inspired to draw the gooey insides of a nose.
Because yesterday I saw my brother's nostril flaring up and it made me.
The imagination of a child is limitless. much like the scientific possibilities and opportunities coming to Fiske. Alexis Perry, CU Science Update.
Each year, thousands of students cross this threshold, from K through 12 to more than 4,000 CU undergrads and hundreds of community college students.
And the planetarium provides technical training for dozens of other CU students and high school volunteers.
Fiske plays a vital role here in our education at CU and in our community.
While the renovations are underway, the staff is working hard on producing new shows.
2013 is the most important year for Fiske Planetarium in a long time. When it opens its doors again in the fall, people will be walking into a facility with an amazing future.
One that will ignite the imagination and inspire many more generations to come.